Awesome. Let's go have some oral sex.
Yeah!
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Connor.
And I'm Brittany.
Today we're talking about one of our favorite things.
Oral sex.
It's the bomb.
It's really amazing. We both really love oral sex. The giving and the receiving of it.
Yeah, and I've often said, like, if I had to choose one thing, it would be to give. I just love getting in there and giving the orals.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
So our idea for today is to talk about oral sex in general and definitely offer some specific-ish tips in that area, but we're not going to go into specifics about one type of genitalia and how to stimulate that, although we are excited and open to doing that in a future video.
Yeah, so for today's video, we're talking about all the genitalias and all the orals, and that there are a lot of things that have overlap there.
Yeah, and maybe that's a good place to start, is talking about how, you know, really any area of the body can be a receiving area of sexual touch, and especially in the, like, whole groin region, like that whole region, there's so much happening, not just, like, a vagina or a penis or even an anus, you know?
Right.
Like
those, like, target areas that we generally think about stimulating. The whole body has nerves and can be sensualized and aroused. And especially, like Brittany said, in that particular area that is often closed down, we're covering it up. We've been maybe told that it's a naughty area, or, you know, there's something hidden there that we have to keep secret from the world. So to have that exposed and to have it out and to be touched anywhere in that area can be really arousing, exciting, fun. So Brittany and I are really into oral sex. We love giving it, we love receiving it. And that's one of the reasons that it's so good for us.
Yeah, so maybe that's an important factor, is, like, you know, maybe it's not your thing, maybe it is. If it is your thing, the being into it part is really crucial, I think, in any area of sex play to make it super pleasurable.
Yeah, the more into it, the more there, the more present you can be, the more excited you can be, the more expressive you can be, the better it's going to be. And that is a really fun place to explore. Which brings us into this other point.
Yeah, which is kind of like syncing up with your partner. You know, you want to be on the same page or, like, headed in the same direction when you're playing with somebody else or multiple people. And it's fun to get in that space and create this new space with them where you are starting to, like, feel this steady build up together.
One way that you can sync up with your partner or partners is to watch, look, smell, hear, receive their energy, to be in tune with how their body is reacting to what you are doing. And, you know, what I really love doing, like, in our partnership when I'm going down on you, is kind of keeping one eye peeking up at your face.
It's not as creepy as that.
It's not as creepy as that.
It's hot.
Yeah. But, like, looking, you know, kind of like checking in on you from down at your vagina and just looking up and seeing the reaction on your face. You know, are you tilted back? Are you tensing? Are you know, what's happening? And based on that, I'm able to get a good sense of, okay, you know, I want to go slower here, or I want to spend more time here. I can also tell what's happening by the clenching of maybe your hips or your vagina muscles, or
like
these
if I'm
different
pressing
areas.
into the sky, or like
if you're pushing in, if you're pulling back.
Yeah.
And then the sounds that one is making, like, pretty obvious if they're really enjoying it, or if they're maybe getting into a space where they're really concentrating that energy and there's silence for a minute.
Yeah.
There's just so many clues, and it's so fun to get to know someone in that way. So picking up and syncing up with a person using their body language is really fun.
Definitely. And everyone is unique in that way, and you'll probably get to learn, you know, the little nuances of the people you connect with regularly. And if you're connecting with somebody new and you're not quite sure, it can be really nice with new or regular people to check in verbally too and let them know, like, hey, I'm really enjoying this, or are you liking this? Would you like me to try it this way? Or even like say, you know, like tell me what you want or show me something you really enjoy.
Yeah, I love pushing our edge in that way. You know, communication is a powerful tool to bring into that space.
Yeah, and I love hearing Connor's voice when he's going down on me. That's one thing, like, I love having him down there, but it's also so nice to have his head up here, so if I can't have his face right near me, it's nice to be able to, like, hear his voice sometimes.
I've seen culturally and like in movies and in other places, you know, a certain type of oral sex or even sex that's really fast and hard-hitting and, like, to the point, and then, like, everyone's coming and it's all exciting. And that is a cool way to do things.
That's definitely a way.
It's definitely a way. And another way is to go slower, to get there, to arrive.
Yeah, and to enjoy the build-up. And it doesn't have to mean that you're going to have very slow oral sex.
Right.
It might just mean that, you know, your journey getting there means you get to stimulate more of the overall body of your partner, which is really, I think, that really adds to the enhancement of the whole experience.
Yeah, you know, it's about the journey. It's about being there. It's not necessarily about this end goal of an orgasm or something. It's really like to be excited about the stimulation and the build-up. And if we can be there, I think we can really create the pleasure that we're looking for.
Something that we both really enjoy in this area is like massaging the body, you know, maybe kissing the body, maybe like pulling and pushing in different areas, like playing around with touch around the areas that are generally seen as like target genitalia. So like playing around with the legs and the lower torso and the abdomen and like, you know, maybe the top of your glutes and just getting closer and like bringing blood flow to that area. And there's always like some places that you hit, you know, that are like kind of on the edge that feel like really good, and you can hit on them and then you can go back and you can get closer, and there's just a million ways to play around with that build-up and actually building up to touching in that region.
Yeah, remember that most of us haven't received that kind of touch down there, maybe ever in our entire lives. And so to bring that to someone, just that alone is incredible. And it can not only be sexy and passionate, but it can be healing.
Yeah.
I mean, people can heal from this stuff. And I really love, like, touching the stomach, pressing on the stomach, pressing on the pelvis, you know, the thighs, the buttocks, everything that you said, and really like nuzzling and loving just being in that space.
Yeah, it's so true. It is such a turn on to be touched in this way, and it is also really sensual and relaxing, which feels really nice, because I know for myself, I can't enjoy sexual touch as much if I'm clenched up. Right. And I like can't have an orgasm if I'm not relaxed.
Such a good point. Yeah, it really helps you get present.
Yes.
So like bringing that massage in can help relax the body or relax the mind, really.
Yeah.
So that the body can just kind of be there and do its thing.
And it's so important to feel comfortable in this space. And I think maybe sometimes people rush through it because they don't necessarily feel comfortable.
Yeah, on both ends.
On both ends. So taking the time to be able to like feel out these spaces with your partner and check in and make sure you both are on board with everything as it's going forward. And then maybe it'll give you a chance to push your edges a little bit too and try out some new stuff.
Yeah, like these spaces are really sexy. Like I said, they can be really passionate. They can be full of just like the fire of sensuality. But they're also a way to connect with other humans on a super deep level that goes far beyond maybe this bedroom kind of stuff or wherever you happen to be doing it. You know, we're talking about relationships. We're talking about connecting with people in a real, authentic way. And at the base of all good, healthy sexual exchanges,
it's like this intimate connection.
That's what we're talking about.
So there's this awesome build-up, and I know from experience for me, that's definitely one of my favorite parts. But then I have to say, like, once you actually get into it, you know, and like you are stimulating my clitoris, you know, or my anus, or like whatever, you are actually like in a target zone, and I am feeling like
locked
and loaded, like, you know, maybe you're still touching other areas, but you know, you're really touching the areas where I feel the most sensation. it feels so amazing, obviously, and it feels so good to have already established all of that safety and everything, so I can really be in it, and so that I can express myself, and so I can, like, be transported to this other space and feel how good it feels to receive this sensation.
So having, like, created that environment of safety and build up allows you to kind of, like, be there when the target is more locked and loaded.
And I feel the same way when I'm giving you, you know, when I'm performing oral sex on you. I feel like so there for the whole build up, and then super excited when it gets to the point where, like, I can feel that you are so in it, so turned on, like, past this point of like where I'm almost
just,
like
almost
controlling
beyond
the
consciousness
flow.
or something.
Yeah, totally.
I think just like entering this space without expectation, we can leave the space without expectation, without the idea that someone's going to have an orgasm or that it's going to lead to sex or anything.
Yeah.
Allow it to be what it is in that moment, because every single time that you come together with someone, it's going to be different. They're different, you're different, the space is different, and it's a really unique and special time for you guys to come together and get to know each other right there. And no matter what the outcome is, it's beautiful.
It really is, and I think in general, not feeling that expectation often, for me, leads to the most enjoyable outcomes.
Don't be afraid to get in there. Try something new.
Yeah, push your edge a little bit.
Communicate about it. You know, find that safety and that vulnerability, that place where you're right on the edge of feeling like maybe a little nervousness, but excited, and go for it and try something different. You know, everyone is special and unique, and these spaces are just powerful places to explore.
We didn't mention it, but I did want to say just as one last thing, because I think this is important, is that we so love, like, smell and taste and, like, connection with another human using all of our senses, and this is such a great place to experience a lot of somebody, and to feel like you can really feel comfortable bringing all of yourself in that way as well. So I so invite you to get in touch with your pheromones, and get in touch with what turns you on, you know, what scents are pulling you, and let it all be part of the experience.
Yeah, I love that. The more of you that can exist there, the better it's going to be for the person receiving it. And
for you.
And for you. Awesome. Let's go have some oral sex.
Yeah, here's to oral sex.
No, but seriously.
Yeah. If you guys like this video, please share it, give us a thumbs up, and write your comments and questions down below. We'd love to do more specific videos on oral sex.
Yeah, we've got some specific videos on sex play coming up that we think are going to bring some spice onto the channel, so we hope that you look forward to that. Yeah, please share this video around if you think it's valuable, if you think someone could use it. We really appreciate that.
Catch you guys later.
Catch you later. Mwah! Bye.